Okay. I didn't see the countdown. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Money Talk Tuesday. Today is actually my birthday as well, Megan.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. And my sister, I don't know if she'll hear this broadcast, but she always had this great trick 10 years ago. She used to add 6 or 7 years to her age and then say, not bad for 63. Right? So right now, I'm going to say not bad for 63, right? Today's my
Whoa,
birthday,
don't look at
right?
me over 50.
Exactly. And that's what I want people to say. But no, that's not my reality. I'm not 63. But I loved that trick. My sister said it always made me feel good on my birthday when I just added 5 years to my actual birthday. So anyway, I'm actually 56 today, loud and proud. But still can't believe it. It's crazy. It's crazy. I can't wrap my mind around it.
Yeah,
But we are here today to talk about good money management. And if you haven't learned it by this age, you can still learn it, right?
absolutely. Absolutely. It's never too late.
All right. So tell us how we need to have good money management skills in order to be prepared when an opportunity comes along.
Yeah. So I've been working with a lot of clients lately. I think part of the panic is like end of the year to get stuff just cleaned up. And it amazes me how much needs to be cleaned up. Actually, it doesn't amaze me because I come across it all the time. Um, but what people allow fear to do to their books and to their business, right? Like, what is it costing you to not have this stuff cleaned up? Um, so, for example, when it comes to somebody comes to my house, like somebody's going to come to my house and they're going to stay for a while, like in the guest room, and there's like all of this preparation that needs to be done. The weekend before, it's a nightmare. It's like all this vacuuming and extra cleaning, and I'm like scrubbing the kickboards under my cabinets. I mean, it gets intense. It gets
Yeah.
intense. And my husband always says, like, we should have somebody over every month. That way, the house will always be this clean. Um, but like being unprepared, like having to have such a long runway before somebody can, say, "Hey, Megan, like a great friend of mine from Alaska, I'm going to be in town. Can I come stay with you?" I'm like, that sheer panic, that
Yeah.
that it's the same thing with your business finances. Having good financials, having it all cleaned in your poop in a group, um, is good preparation for when an opportunity does present itself. You don't have to sit back and say, "Well, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know." I have to look at things. Um, Having that preparation in place allows you to be really I don't want to say prepared, allows you to be spontaneous when a good opportunity presents itself.
Yes, and I see that a lot where someone will say, "Oh, someone's putting out a great course and it's a really great price," or there's a great flight price to a market that you've been wanting to go to. And you sit there going, "I think I have enough money in my bank account and I do, but is it really mine?" Like they don't really know. They don't, it's like it almost gives you this peace and freedom to spend when you want to, when you
Yeah.
actually know the status of your finances in your business.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. And I'm not going to like play down the amount of fear that it sometimes takes to get over this. That's a real hurdle for a lot of people. But on the other side of it is really great feelings of being business savvy, of being a real business owner. I get that comment sometimes like, "Oh, I feel like a real business owner."
Yeah, I probably said that to you myself, right? I mean, as a business coach, I help people make more money and become more profitable. And then when I looked at my own books, The Shoemaker Without Shoes, right? I'm like, hey, wonder what my numbers really mean, right?
Yeah.
And you helped me figure that out. And I now really tell everyone, I want you to do your books a little bit by yourself first so you can really understand what happens. So you're not so mad at your accountant and your bookkeeper all the time.
Yeah, that's really important to know what goes into a job, right? Like you wouldn't hire a design assistant and you had that and you had no idea what they were actually going to be doing, right? Like what is involved and what the outcome is that you're expecting from somebody. And the same should go for your accounting help. Not that
Right.
you have
Again,
to.
this knowledge, a little, right. Not that you have to do every nitty gritty by yourself, but having a little bit of a global knowledge, which is why I love the trainings that you have in my membership site for people. Somebody watched one of yours the other day and they were like, oh my God, it's like a light bulb. They just got it. And I was like, really? And you didn't have to watch it twice, right? So yeah, understanding good. So good money management. Give us a couple of tips of what that means.
Okay, so that means your books are probably reconciled at least once a month. And if I were to ask you, can I have last month's income statement? How long would it take you to get me that? Right? If you're like, give me a week or two, I gotta clean some stuff up, and that stretches out into a month, that might be a warning sign. You're like, nope, here, I got it. 5 minutes. Poop, poop, poop. There it is. You may have just had to clean up a few things, maybe press that green reconciliation button. Like, nope, here it is. That's a really good sign. If it's like, give me about an hour, that's not bad, but that tells me that you at least know what you're doing and you know the condition of your books.
Well, it also tells me you know how to get into your own QuickBooks or your own whatever system you use, because I can't tell you how many people, I'm sure, don't even have access to their own QuickBooks or their own accounting system to run a report on their own. They rely on their accountant. And if you have a very, very responsive accountant, I'm fine with that. But most often they have other clients too, and you can't always get what you want when you want it or need
Right.
it to make a
Mhm.
decision when an opportunity presents itself.
Yeah, and that comes down to that relationship with your bookkeeper, your relationship with your accountant. If they are sending you that information like on the fifth day of the month for last month, every month, great. Fantastic. Now, do you know how to read it? That's the next step.
And we have trainings in my membership site for that too. How to read your income statement and your balance sheet. But yeah, listen, it's baby steps. Now, what if you decided, people who are watching, that 2021 was going to be the year that each month you learned a little bit more about financial terminology, your own books, your own bookkeeping system, your own accounting system, taxes, or things that you have buried your head in the sand about since you started your business, possibly, or you've lost control over it at this point because you don't spend any time with it. What if they made that their goal for 2021?
Man, that would feel so good. So good. The first month would probably be kind of queasy because you're facing something that you have built up to be this big, scary monster. It's not. It's really not. On the other side of that, there's a lot of clarity and ability to sleep because it's clean,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Yeah.
And you'll shock your accountant to death when you actually understand your numbers.
Yeah, yeah. I'm so excited that all of the members of my bookkeeping club, their taxes are going to be ready by the second week of January.
I love this. Okay, tell everyone about the bookkeeping club because I actually love the idea of this, and I think this should be in everybody's calendar.
So those of you who DIY your books, whether it is just the categorization of the entries that come into QuickBooks or whatever DIY your books means to you, whether you're preparing something for your accountant or your bookkeeper before they can do their work. Um, Bookkeeping Club is a space, it's a time that people come into a Zoom meeting, and I'm there, and it's 1 hour they can work on their books once a week, and it's clean.
So they're working
And
individually, but if they have a question, they get stuck, you're there to answer their question.
yeah, and I can see the back end of everybody's books. So if somebody has a question like this reconciliation isn't working, I'll go through on my side and take a look at your books and see what's going on. And I'm also back there. If nobody has a question, I'm back there looking at people's reconciliations and making sure that they haven't missed anything, making sure that they are making progress in terms of what's going on in their books and it's clean and
Love
reconciled.
this.
Yeah, I had one woman who her reconciliations were done, but she had like 50 transactions that didn't go anywhere. Like they were standing as outstanding transactions on a reconciliation. And so I was able to help her get all of those cleaned up. And she had real numbers on her balance sheet, real numbers.
Imagine that. You can have real numbers and actually make financial decisions.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Mimi, for the birthday wishes. So how do people get into your bookkeeping club or find out more details about it?
They can come over to megandolly.com and check out the products link, or they can go straight to cfoassist.co.
Okay, Mimi wants in. So, okay, Mimi, go right to megandolly.com. Mimi's one of my clients now. And I think this is huge for them to learn, take 2021 and learn a little bit every month, get the help they need in order to understand their numbers. It's a key part. You meet with all my one-on-one clients at some point in their journey when I know they're ready. And every time they come out with like, oh my God, I learned so much.
I love
Right?
that.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. So, all right, everyone. I just want to remind everyone that starting in the new year, these broadcasts, Monday through Thursday, will only be broadcast in my 2 Facebook groups, not on my public Facebook page anymore. So it'll be in the Interior Design Business Forum and the Coaching Hotspot, which is for coaches and consultants. So it's a brand new, that is a brand new Facebook group that I will be starting to put content in the new year, as well as continuing coaching my interior designers, but also teaching people how I grew the coaching business that I grew.
I'm excited for that.
I know it's so my brain is flowing with information. So I already have it overflowing for interior designers. But now to start sharing how I grew this coaching business with other coaches and consultants, I can't wait.
That's awesome.
Can't wait. So, all right, everyone, Happy New Year. I will probably see you tomorrow, but Megan, thank you so much. And I'll see you in the new year.
Yeah, great. Thanks, Nancy.
Okay. Bye, everyone.
Okay.